Well, hello there. We're going to work on a 40 by 60 shop for this presentation drawing here. So I've set some defaults already on this layout here, but it's best demonstrated just by getting at it. So let's get started. I'm going to start off with drawing some exterior walls to just a rough size. Even just a rough shape is all that's required at this initial phase. So I'll set the walls, and here I can click on walls and click on the temporary dimensions and set the size based on that. So just rough and dirty, that's how quick it is to create some walls. So I'll go up here to my current floor, and in this dialog box I can set up the existing or the wall height that we're shooting for here. So we're going to go with a 12-foot wall. We always make it just an inch and an eighth taller. It works well with the studs. And that's a start for here. So here we have the main shop walls. Now we'll add a foundation below this. Because it's a shop, there's not a whole lot of detailing that goes in with the main structure, but we'll create a 6-inch slab here. The default wall that I have set up is good, but I'm going to change the footing width to 24-inch, wall thickness of 8. That'll work just fine. When I click OK, we will derive new foundation plan from the first floor, and boom, there we have a foundation drawing. Now if I click this and open up, I can set here that this room supplies the floor for above. And so we'll set a few defaults here. We'll make the top of the wall B. We're going to set that to 8 inches because in this project I want my slab to be at grade level, and we'll call 0. So C, we're going to set that to 0, and we're going to set the wall height to 60 inches as a template. So with those two basic steps, all of a sudden we've created our main shop walls. We'll go back to the upper floor here. Now this project has 3 overhead doors in it. So we just drag and drop. And let's change the size of this door. The customer is looking for 12 by 10 overhead doors. So we'll go 144 and 120. I may change the door style later, but for now this will get us started. So they would like 2 12-foot by 10-foot overhead doors on the front. And so I'll copy this, paste it over here, and let's space these things out nicely. So we'll click on the temporary dimension and see how that spacing looks. You know what? I think I prefer to have it. Oh, the nice thing about Chief Architect is you can just play around until you find the spacing that you like. Now I think that's got a good balance. That's a good amount of wall space in each area there. And this client would also like to have another overhead door off the back. And let's set this roughly there. All right. Now I'm not going to show you exactly how it's looking on the exterior just yet, but we'll click Save. And the clients do want to have a man door coming in off the side here. And we'll swing that the other direction. Set that 48 inches from the front wall. That sounds like a good number. Now, this building also needs a roof. So I've already set my roof defaults. Now I'll click on this roof planes tab, and click on the wall, and drag off, click on the wall here again, drag off also, and that sets up our basic roof planes. And this client would like to have 24-inch overhangs all the way around. Whoop. -24 to get to the other side of the wall. Same thing here. Drag it to match, and here we'll set this to -24. And that shows some roof planes. We have one more element here that they would like to have. I can go to my Windows tab, let's click a left sliding window and set the size to 60 by 48. Now let's insert some windows here. They would like 4 windows down the side here. Now I didn't get if they want to have 4 windows down each side, but I will start off with this. So let's see the spacing on here. Let's see what's going to wind up looking good. Yeah, this having a 14-foot spacing seems quite nice, but then here we have 8 feet. Here is 10. So I'll just do a group select here and set this measurement to 108. Then we have 9 feet off this side, 9 feet off that side. And I'm going to put the same amount of windows, less 1, on the other wall. So we'll copy and reflect those about the center. Then we have this doorway, which acts very much like the window here. So I'm quite happy with this spacing. All right, so let's have a look at how the building has come together. There's our shop. Now we've got a few things to add here. Let's put some corner boards. I've got the default set up, so I'll just click auto corner boards. The material that I chose, I do need to change that just a little bit. We have the entire James Hardie catalog downloaded so that we can use that, but I was looking for the color, but the pattern doesn't work the way it's set up. So all I'll do here is copy cobblestone, and I'm going to rotate the pattern. We'll rotate the angle. So now it'll run vertically. And that works here. So now the color matches a lot more closely to what we want this to look like. Now I see that we don't have any terrain shown here, so we'll just click on the terrain tab, create a terrain perimeter. And everything in Chief Architect is very editable. So then we'll set the subfloor height to 0, and just for graphics sake I will set it to 10 feet thick. And there we go. We've thrown the terrain into the right elevation. And the colors I had preset before I started this presentation, but rough and dirty, this is how we create a shop. Now one thing that I'd like to do here is see if I can't take, yeah, it looks like we have some hardwood flooring shown in the shop, but we won't be using that, so we'll take out the hardwood flooring. So here we have 12-foot walls with an 8-inch drop in height from the top of the concrete slab to the top of the foundation. And let's have one more look at the exterior. This is the rear of the shop. Four windows, the overhead doors, and the man door. I think the shop would benefit well from having a second man door in here, but I'll look at the client specs before I add that. And if I just take you back here, there's many different camera tools that we can look at, but this is what Chief Architect calls the dollhouse view, and it allows you to take the roof off. All right, so this is it, a quick tutorial. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.